am so excited to welcome you to episode 1 of my new show, Book Read. This is a show I am also super excited about because not only do you get to meet some incredible authors worldwide, but you get to hear the story behind the book that they wrote. You also get to hear a book read from the author of the book. Amazing. Where does that happen? Well, probably a few places, but now it's happening here as well, right in your living room, and that is bloody amazing. So I'm very, very excited to be doing this show, and I really need your help. Once you've watched this show, I need you to blitz the comment section with the questions that you want to ask the author, because this is only part 1. Part 2 is a Q&A where the author comes back in a month's time and answers your questions to tell you personally the answers to the things that you were questioning about. So please write as many questions as you want on the comment section. That would be amazing. Today we're going to the US of A to meet fantastic author Sudi Karatas and his book Fork Social Media and the Algorithm It Rode In On. I am so excited to hear this. This is going to be an amazing show. I look forward to seeing your comments at the end of it. Let's go and meet Rick. Sudi Karatas. Not only is it amazing to see you again, but for the first episode of JCTV's Book Read. How amazing. How are you doing, dude?
Good, how are you? Thanks.
I'm very well. I'm very excited about this show. I'm very excited because this is obviously part 1, Meet the Author. And in the Jaden show, we talked a little bit about everything you've done, from your music to your acting to your writing, everything. But today it's just about you and your book, Fork Social Media and the Algorithm It Rode In On. I love it. Absolutely love it. So I would like it, actually, just not just me, and for the thousands of people watching, I'd like to hear a little bit about what inspired the book and how you came about writing it.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to tell you a little bit about it, and then I'll read a chapter from it to give you more of an idea. It's Fork Social Media and the Algorithm It Rode In On, Jailbird Stories. And the way the book came about was about 2 years ago, a year and a half, a lot of people were getting banned and restricted on Facebook. They still are to a degree, but and it was happening so much where people started calling it Facebook jail, and they couldn't post, they couldn't, and I was talking to my friend Blake Allwood, who was also an author, and he had been banned for something, and we were going to write the book together. Then he got busy, but I did use one of his or two of his stories in the book. But what was happening was I got banned. What really was the what do you call it? The straw that broke the Turkish camel's back, as I say, was when I got banned for the third time for like 30 days. What happened the first time I got banned, and I'm sure this happened to a lot of people out there, they were banned or restricted on Facebook or put in Facebook jail. There's even Facebook groups called Facebook Jail that came out of all this with thousands of members on it. But I was like, you know what? I'm a writer. I'm fed up. I'm going to write a book, and I always try to use humor. So it's, instead of F you and the horse you rode in on, I call it Fork Social Media and the Algorithm It Rode In On. Because it's the algorithm that was the issue. It's not a human being. You can't get a human being. It's an algorithm picking out words and taking them literally, or not knowing an expression that humans use and punishing us. And a human being would know that. The algorithm is just clueless. So that's why I got the title, and that's what it's called. But really, the reason I wrote the book started because of what happened to me. But then we asked a bunch of other people who've had similar experiences on Facebook, and I collected their stories and include them in the book. And anytime someone would post on Facebook, "Oh, I'm out of Facebook jail," I would always say, "Well, send me your story, and I can use it in the book if you'd like." So that's what happened. That's how the book was kind of born and came about. But what's really started it and really pushed me, so I was banned the first time for saying I wrote "Men are scum." Now, obviously, I'm a man. I'm kidding, but no, that was promoting hate speech. So what they're trying to do is, have people go by their community standards, and they don't want pornography or bullying or fake information and all that. So that was where they were trying to go, but they they really screwed it up big time. So I got banned for that. Then when I posted that I was banned for using the word scum, I said, well, I'm not going to write scum again because I'll get banned again. So I spelled it SCUUUM, and boom, I was banned again. Then another time I think I said, go jump in the Hudson River. And the joke was more about it being polluted. But bam, I was thrown in Facebook jail again for promoting suicide, which was the furthest thing from my mind. But the algorithm. And then the third time's a charm, and the book's coming out now. I put stick a fork in him, he's done, meaning his career was over. Somebody in politics that I won't mention, whose career unfortunately is not over. But anyway, so the algorithm said I was promoting violence again, and I was banned for 30 days because it literally thinks you're going to stick a fork in someone. But no, it's an expression that the algorithm doesn't know. So that is how the book for social media and the algorithm wrote in on. I wanted to call it F, Facebook and but for obvious reasons I didn't call it that. But we collected a lot of really cool stories. I'm going to read one of them, one of the chapters now. I picked a chapter out to read, since I think that's part of this show is to read from the book a little bit. So we're going to do that. So hopefully you'll like what I picked out. But there's several fun chapters. I always include humor. Or try to. I don't always succeed. But anyway. So this chapter is called How to Trick the Algorithm. And here we go. Okay. As you gather by now, the algorithm can be a real douchebag. Pardon my Turkish. Some people have found ways of getting around it by using tricks. Most magicians don't give away their secrets, but in this chapter, we have a few stories of how some people have pulled a Doug Henning on the algorithm. Keywords and phrases the algorithm looks for. Here is a small keyword list of things people have been put in Facebook jail for when commenting or posting. 1. Men, women are, followed by anything, will trigger a ban regardless of the term following. Do not describe men or women as anything. Number 2. White or the word trash combined with color descriptions. Number 3. Dumb followed by a sexual orientation. Do not add gay, lesbian, or trans to any posts with a derogatory adjective. Also, gay men, women are followed by, in fact, any use of LGBTQ posts is ground for getting a warning if put in a false light. The problem with this is that gays themselves are being banned for describing their gay friends as dumb. Number 4, boys, girls, followed by any derogatory adjective. Number 5, evil, followed by Christian, Muslim, Hindus, or any religious organization. Number 6, use of the word crazy goes against people with mental disorders, even if describing your friend jokingly. Number 7, anything with COVID-19 may spark a warning and red flag for fake news or the use of the word hydroxychloroquine, however the hell you say that word. Number 8, the use of the word Nazi, especially in the context of photos of Nazis and other World War II posts. Mentioning Hitler will also cause a problem. Number 9, calling someone a racist is a 50-50 split. You can be banned for the context or the use of the term, but the bot is indiscriminate. Larry Hegel and his bizarre world. Larry is an 81-year-old stand-up comic, singer, songwriter, recording artist, published writer, and author of the book Not Really Sane, Not Really Sorry, which I really enjoyed reading. What a life he's led. His Facebook crimes are far too many to mention. He says it took him a while to realize that Mark Zuckerberg uses algorithms to nab you using criminal language. Using the word Nazi or anything in that any way equates to Nazism will get your ass in prison faster than a lightning strike. Once he realized this, he had an Iowa friend who shares his birth date, April 15th. That also happens to be Adolf Hitler's birthday, so he posted, Steve, all the great ones were born on April 15th, you, me, and Adolf Hitler. Bam! Back in the Marky Mark's solitary. One day he came to the realization that in his profile description under intro, he described himself as this, cantankerous curmudgeon, a pariah. Alter ego Bizarro Larry. If his followers were confused, all they would need to do is look up the definition of bizarro, short for bizarre world. The opposite of the real world, good is evil, round is square, and hello is goodbye. It was introduced in the Superman comics and used to extreme hilarity on a Seinfeld episode. After that, he has gotten away with Facebook murder by saying things like, Bizarro Larry truly loves Mark Zuckerberg. He is the finest example of manhood, good looks, and generosity. Even his facial features are superb. He has a perfectly sized nose, diminutive ears, and a wonderfully impish smile. He is without a doubt my hero of heroes. Bizarro Larry allows Larry Hagel to destroy politicians he says should be destroyed as well. However, one time he screwed up. He lives in Wisconsin, and they have Ron, or as Larry likes to refer to him as Asswipe Johnson. And Bizarro Larry should have posted, I really love Senator Ron Johnson. He is without a doubt the most intelligent senator the state has produced. Instead, he wrote something to the effect, we need to hang his ass and remove him from office. Oops. For some reason, Marky Mark only gave him a warning. Hang is a naughty hate word. Because Larry's a live performer, he posted when and where he was performing, so being banned put a kibosh on that. Now he doesn't perform live nearly as much, and when he does, it is at prestigious venues that put up expensive advertising on their site. He says he doesn't really give a shit anymore. In fact, he finds it gives him time to do more important things than farting around on Facebook, which he does entirely too much anyway. He filed an appeal only once that he could recall, and the ruling went in his favor. Author's thoughts, that's me. Larry is one of the few who had an appeal go in his favor. He mentioned he used this ban to use his time more productively, so I guess some good can come of it. We do spend way too much time on social media when perhaps we could be out in the real world doing more good instead. When you're banned or restricted, that's when you realize how addictive social media can be. At the same time, many use it to promote shows, books, movies, or things that can help others. Another lesson from Larry is if you can find a way of talking in code like he did, you can too avoid some jail time perhaps. Innocent emoji trick. I saw a few examples of people posting innocent emojis to fool the algorithm. It's like the Rebus puzzle game show that used to be on. Pictures are posted and you have to sound them out to guess the saying. My Facebook friend Tony Guadagnino, yeah, I said that right, posts once every week on his page. Speaking of Facebook friends, that is one cool thing about Facebook. Here are a couple of examples of the emoji trick. Hose be lion. Brittany Zen Osiris posted this on Facebook. She put a picture of a hose, a bee, and a lion. So when you sound it out, it said, hose be lion. Very clever. If she had posted those words, she would have been banned. A picture is worth 1,000 words, or sometimes it's worth a get out of Facebook jail free card. How to say cocksucker without saying cocksucker. Another post I saw somewhere said, congratulations, you are a, and next to that was a picture of a rooster and a big colorful lollipop. Cocksucker. The algorithm thinks it's so smart, but this is one way to fool it. You can also put asterisks and signal signs in place of certain letters. For example, B asterisk TCH, or F asterisk CK, or A double money signs HOLE. And most times you will get away with it, but not always. As I mentioned, when I spelled scum as SCUUUM, the algorithm was on to me and I got banned. And to be 100% sure to avoid being put in Facebook jail, don't post at all. So that is the end of chapter 8, which is how to trick the algorithm. There's a lot of cool chapters. The next chapter is called Do a Tribute, Get the Boot. I don't think I'll read from that chapter. I'll read maybe the first page, just to give you a glimpse of that chapter, because that's about many impersonators and tribute acts are on Facebook, and that's where their audience is. How they let them know where they will be performing, updates, etc. Lately, Facebook has been taking down a lot of these pages, especially in the UK. The pages aren't doing anything wrong. They are not fakes or pretending to be celebrities. They are tribute acts. Kelly O'Brien, Dolly Parton tribute act. I love Dolly Parton. She's my all-time favorite. Kelly has been a Dolly Parton impersonator for 15 years. It is her full-time job, or 9-to-5 job, if you will. She's known as one of the best Dolly tribute acts in the UK. She's even gotten approval from the goddess herself through her cousin, who called Dolly, and Dolly said Kelly has her full support. But now Facebook has banned several times, or Meta, the parent company, and shut the accounts of many musical tribute acts down, trying to squash identity theft and fraud. Again, Facebook starts with good intentions, and again, the innocent suffer. Anyway, I did a nice interview with her and a few other tribute acts. So that chapter is called Do a Tribute, Get the Boot. And there's a chapter called Pork and Violence Don't Mix. Because pig, Facebook hates the word pig, and that's a lot of people got banned for using the word pig as if it's an insult. Meanwhile, pigs would be like, what the hell's wrong with that? It's not an insult, it's a compliment to be called a pig. People who put Facebook in jail, that's people who shut down. Actually, I think Stella Prt1 is in that chapter because some people were fed up with Facebook, so they got rid of them. But that's hopefully you enjoyed that chapter I made. Yeah.
It's bloody amazing. It does make me laugh. I was actually had a copyright thing going on because I used my song.
Yeah.
So this has been blocked in all regions because you use copyrighted material. I'm like, but it's bloody mine, cheeky bastard.
Yeah. No, and you can't get a live person to clear it up. So the book goes into. I think the people that get frustrated trying to reach live people on TV, even if they haven't gotten frustrated with Facebook, they'll relate to that part of the book.
Yeah. It's a bit of a mare, to be fair. I think I have like 4 different profiles because I keep creating a new one because it says you're blocked now indefinitely. So I think, well, I've got to start a new one then. No, and then by the time I've had a cup of tea and a wee, I've been reinstated.
Right.
I'm like, oh.
Well, some people have been shut down. Their whole page shut down. I call that the electric chair chapter, I think, or something. But everything's gone, all the pictures, all that. So it's a funny book, but there's some really serious consequences of what they're doing. The dark side to it. Yeah.
But no, it's a lovely book. I'm so pleased you came and read some of it. People at home, you're going to find out where you can buy it because there's going to be a list on the title page of this, all the places you can purchase that book and where you can find Sudi Karatas as well. Haven't you got a couple of book signings coming up this weekend?
Yes, Sunday, the January 19th at 1 p.m. at Open Books in Northridge, California, and then one on Thursday, January 23rd at Big Apple Books in Fort Lauderdale, Florida from 1 to 3.
Wow, amazing, mate. Well, I wish you untold luck with those. People at home, you've met Sudi already because you saw him on the Jaden show, but what a pleasure to have him on today's Book Read. Now, what I need you to do, kids at home, is I want you to ask as many questions as you possibly can. Put them in the comment section underneath this video, and in 1 month time, you get, this is like a double whammy show. It's so exciting because you get a chance to meet the author again, to have your questions answered by the man himself. Bloody amazing. So Sudi, I look forward to seeing you again in a month where we do question and answer session. Have a wonderful time this weekend with your book signing, and on the 23rd, Thursday the 23rd as well. And we are in contact.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, mate.